myspace.com. Don't forget to come stop by and check out my interview with the awesome Cheech. And you can also check me out at myspace.com/KimFalcon.
Touch me, baby, and I go the way I love is just the way I love. Come on and be the one I'm thinking of. Touch me, baby, it feels so good.
Psycho Cheech over here at Megagram.com. We're here interviewing the very lovely Kim Falcon. So tell me, Kim, how'd you get into modeling?
Actually, I was trying to make my boyfriend really jealous because he did something mean to me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Actually, just seemed pretty natural because I was into hot rods. I was into the pinup thing, and I was into like the whole custom culture, the music, rockabilly, psychobilly, punk rock music, a little bit of all that kind of mixed up. And I went to my first car show, and it seemed natural for me to take pictures with cars. So the hot rod scene really kind of drew me into it, and you know, being inspired like by Betty Page and you know, women that were in their prime in the 1950s.
Yeah,
and
pretty gorgeous women back then. Yeah.
So it's more of an art form, and so I kind of did it as a hobby, and it turned into something bigger than I ever expected. So kind of just evolved from that, I guess.
What would you say was your first break, like any show or in particular, or any ad?
I think that my first break actually came from the very first show that I took pictures at professionally with Mitzi and company for Car Culture Deluxe. They used one of my pictures like within the first month. I knew that they had used the picture, so that was like the first thing I got.
That's
like,
a magazine, right?
Yeah, it's a Car Culture magazine.
One of the first rockabilly ones.
Yeah, definitely. So that kind of like started it off, and I've been published in magazines each month, like a couple at a time, and Lucky 13 and Monster Garage and Electric Chair. I do spokesmodel for them, and a lot of different clothing companies, Lila Joe. So it just kind of, it just escalated from that, and like fashion companies and hot rods and magazines, traditional rod and culture. I have the next 2 centerfolds. So December 6th, the first one drops. I have the Christmas centerfold, so go out and get that.
So Kim, how would you, there's plenty of young girls that want to get into the model scene. What advice would you give them?
Well, first off, I would let them know that it's work. It's really hard. So it's not too hard if you're driven and you're motivated, and if it's something you really believe you want to do. The biggest thing I could say is do your homework. I mean, as Sabina said in an article I read in Car Culture Deluxe last month, she said it perfectly. She said, study the artwork, because that's kind of where it was inspired by. The artwork of Elfgren and Varga and, Betty Page and Marilyn Monroe and so many names, Betty Grable. You've got this list of just amazing people that you can study the artwork and study the poses and,
That's true.
do that first. Then, on a dime, you can shop thrift stores. You can come to Electric Chair and find some great stuff, to go with stuff.
It's not that hard to get the gear.
Yeah, you don't have to be the skinniest girl in the world. Shape is great, all that stuff is good.
There's some luscious girls over there.
Yeah, and it's all about being confident, I think. You've got to believe in yourself. So my favorite photographers are definitely Andy Hartmark. I love him. He is one of the best photographers in the world. I'd say Justice Howard, Holly West. These are all people that are just amazing. Leslie Slinning of HotRodDolls.com. And, of course, my newest venture with Beth Kakuzi at PussyCatPinups.com.
I've been seeing that. That was pretty good work.
She and I really do some good stuff together. So if I miss anyone, there's so many that I love, but those are like my absolute, love them. Absolutely, yes.
What's your latest thing you're working on right now? I know you're going to do Moon Eyes a week from today.
Yeah, I'm hosting the pinup contest for Moon Eyes, which should be pretty exciting. Pinup Girl Clothing is sponsoring the girls' dresses, so I'll look all cute. And Electric Chair and I are going to be doing a big promo. We're going to be giving away a 67 Dodge Dart, so we're going to be promoting that as a raffle, and everyone can go buy their $5 ticket, and should be pretty hot.
I've seen that thing. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little hot rod right there.
Funeral Classics, we're going to be doing a big promo with that, so you can check out myspace.com/Funeral Classics, same as electricchair.com. So we're doing a lot of really cool stuff coming up. It should be really exciting. And I have an energy drink company I'm going to be spokesmodeling, so keep your eyes open for Flash Energy Drink. And going forward, there's so much going on. I have a new skateboard called Grimboards.
Yeah.
It's a Kim Falcon skateboard, longboard, coffin-shaped skateboard, so that's really exciting. I wanted to be debuting it this weekend, but things didn't work out, so we'll be updating you on that when I get it, and you'll be able to take some pictures.
Yeah,
of
for
it
sure.
and stuff.
Tell us a little bit about Funeral Classic. That's your clothing brand, isn't it?
Yeah, my boyfriend and I started Funeral Classics. It was inspired by just, I guess, death and
kind of like the psychobilly type thing.
yeah, psychobilly, sort of like crossover, gothy, sort of. But it really doesn't. It doesn't have any particular home, honestly. Funeral Classics is just for people who enjoy art and sort of enjoy the grimmer side of things.
Yeah, kind of like the Dia de los Muertos kind of
Dia
thing.
de los Muertos, exactly. Yeah, we love the celebration of death and revival and
death and life. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the hot rods. Which ones you got? I know you got the 62. Is that where you got your name from?
Yeah, my name basically came from my car, Ford Falcon. So
yeah.
I stole the name from the Ford family. Sorry. Yeah, the Ford Falcon's a 62. I have a 60. Well, my boyfriend and I, between the two of us, we have a 64 Ford Fairlane, a 67 Dodge Dart, and a 64 Cadillac hearse. The Lincoln hearse.
Also got a new Zippo. I saw.
I do. I have Kim Falcon Zippos. We're going to be having Kim Falcon T-shirts. We'll all be for sale on electricchair.com, as well as Funeral Classics. And what else do we have? I have prints that will be online, and the skateboard for Grimboards is myspace.com/Grimboards. Don't forget to check them out. And I'm sure I'm missing like a million other things that I'm doing right now.
I'm sure we'll post them up on the website.
We'll have updates for you.
Yes, we will.
For sure.
If it wasn't for pinup modeling, do you ever think about like doing any other sorts of modeling, like mainstream, like runway and
I've
fetish?
embraced my punk rock lifestyle, so if I do anything that's mainstream, it'll always have that edge to it. So I really don't know what the future holds for me, and I'm not going to be opposed to any of that stuff, but runway for high fashion, probably not going to happen for me. But something more along the line of that type style with that edge of the little punk rock flair. Definitely, I'm not opposed to starting or doing anything new. So I kind of have an open mind to new business prospects.
Pretty cool.
So.
What about tattoos? I know you got a couple yourself.
Yeah, I'm hiding them all right now, but I've got like 8 or 9, I think. My boyfriend's a tattoo artist, so he also he inspires me, and he does a lot of really great artwork on me. So I'll be doing some publications with tattoo magazines as well.
Tattoo magazines?
Keep your eye open for,
okay.
I'm
Keep
not
us
sure
posted
exactly
on that.
which ones yet, but I'm working on that right now. So yeah, I'll be featuring him as a clothing line and as well as an artist in some of those magazines.
So what would you be doing if you weren't modeling?
Well, I have 2 kids. I have an 8 and 9-year-old, so I'm a mom. So that's pretty much what I'd probably be doing. Is just I do it now, and they're little punk rock kids. So I guess I would just be focusing on being a mom and somehow expressing my art in some other form. So.
Yeah, so you'd say you're a pretty busy girl, huh?
Yeah.
With all the fashion, your own line, your skateboard, your Zippo, the modeling, car shows,
crazy.
and yeah, sounds
Life's good
hectic.
right
Yeah.
So, but it's fun, and I love doing it, or else I wouldn't be doing it at all. If it stops being fun, then that's when I'll stop doing it. So that's kind of my thing. Keep your eyes open, myspace.com/Kim Falcon. KimFalcon.com should soon be linked to my MySpace, as well as being an online website where you can buy things and merchandise. Don't forget to check out electricchair.com, myspace.com, Grimboards, and myspace.com electric chair. So.